Strong winds toppled trees and power lines, leaving branches and debris all across the roadway. Sean Chitness is live in Walnut Creek, where they are trying to get the lights back on after a power pole fell on Ignacio Valley Road. So, Sean, what's the progress there?
Well, Ryan, first let's talk about the impact that it is having on drivers. If you look over here, you can see that the backup continues. It's a long stretch of the road here. We're right at the point where it goes from being down one lane to being down two lanes just before Homestead Avenue. So that's why we are seeing such the delay here. Now let's zoom into what is one of the major problems at this particular spot, where you can see one of the power lines has come down on its side. Just one of the many examples we're seeing around the Bay Area of the impact of this storm and those strong winds. Let's also take a look at the view from above that we have from the helicopter that gives you a sense of what PG&E crews have been working on for quite some time. We know that there were some concerns earlier and they were able to clear another section of this road, but now they are dealing with this particular section and the delays are continuing. Again, it is a long stretch of the road here. In fact, just up from where we are, there is a shopping center where there are several businesses. The vast majority have been without business, it looks like, for most of the morning. I did reach out to PG&E to get a sense of what the impact is and if we can locate specifically what this power line and other areas are doing to the homes and businesses in this area, but haven't gotten a response from them just yet. That is something that they're looking into. But the main message right now from the authorities in this area, including Walnut Creek Police, is to avoid this particular stretch because it doesn't look like they will be able to open up these lanes anytime soon and get that traffic moving to what people would normally like to see around this time of day. Ryan, back to you.
Yeah, Sean, we know those crews are out in full force doing the best they can right now, and you've been reporting out all morning long. So what kind of damage have you seen as you were driving around the Bay Area?
Well, Ryan, that's right. We're, of course, here in the East Bay. Started our day in the morning in San Francisco, and all around San Francisco, both being out last night and this morning, I can tell you, it didn't matter where you were going. One street, all of a sudden, you saw trees were down, roads had to be closed, there were detours being made, and of course, you know, not just trees being down, but in some cases, damage to actual homes. And in one case, one home affected, the others not. So it just gives you a sense of how the damage can be so random with storms like this.
Yeah,
Ryan, back to you.
Yeah, so random and so widespread. All right, thanks, Sean Chitness, reporting live in Walnut Creek. And trees were crashing down all over San Francisco last night. Crews are out trying to clear roads and get the power turned back on. Happening right now, though. Mayor London Breed is giving an update on that damage around the city.
The wind gusts, which is what created a lot of the challenges that we've seen out with fallen trees and power outages. We had about 25,000 people who lost power last night, and so far this morning at 8 a.m., less than 5,000 people still had problems with power.
And we have crews out tracking the damage, and we'll have much more coming up at 3 o'clock. So let's take a live look at the conditions right now around the Bay Area. You can see a lot of clouds still outside. Maybe the rain is tapered up. Maybe the rain is still coming down. First Alert Chief Meteorologist Jessica Birch here with the very latest from our virtual view studio. And when we just saw the mayor there, Jess, I mean, that rain was still coming down on her.
Absolutely. It is a First Alert weather day still. And as we take a look at yesterday's impacts from that atmospheric river, I mean, all the way down into Morgan Hill, we saw over 2 inches of rainfall in those communities, over 2 inches in Los Gatos. And the more north we went, well, the more impressive the storm really got. Let's talk about Novato, for example. Wind speeds yesterday in Marin County got anywhere up to around 102 miles per hour recorded by the National Weather Service. Match that with this heavy rain we saw up in the North Bay. Novato got over 4 inches within a 24-hour period. And as we take a look at what's happening for us right now, that Doppler is still active. Some of us are looking out our windows right now while we're live and thinking, what is she talking about? It's dry. But some of us are still dealing with some active weather. The atmosphere above us right now is still very unstable. We could see pop-up storms throughout this afternoon. We're seeing that right now just across the Bay Bridge from Oakland into San Francisco. I was looking out the window just a second ago from our live cam, which better yet, actually, I could show you right now. Zoom out real fast if you don't mind, Maddie. This is what it's looking like for our friends just across the Bay Bridge. Poor conditions when it comes to visibility. Still rainy as can be. Let's pull back to this now and show you some other communities because it's dry for our friends at least closer to San Leandro, over into Hayward, and here we go down into the Santa Clara Valley. Some light drizzle currently in the forecast for us right now. All right, let's take a quick look at what's going to happen heading into this afternoon. More of these unsettled storms are going to move in from offshore, producing about 1/4 of an inch off into the East Bay, drier conditions up into the North Bay for a little bit, and these showers linger into our forecast tomorrow. I'm going to talk more about how yesterday's impacts are still lasting into our forecast today, though. We've seen downed trees and power outages, and of course, we are still dealing with localized flooding, and I'm going to have more on that coming up in a bit. For now, back to you, Ryan.
All right, thanks, Jess. Thousands of people out in power in Sonoma County. Some of those outages are caused by falling trees, like a lot of these in Santa Rosa. You can see it blocking the road with caution tape right there. San Jose officials closely watching the Guadalupe River. The mayor there is issuing a state of emergency. He and other state officials were out over the weekend warning people living near the river that they may have to evacuate. There are encampments along the banks there, and as the river rises, they're at risk. And we spoke to one man who escaped his encampment, but then came back to get his cat.
Most of the time, I have to worry about the water is gonna take my house away, or things like that. So he was in my bed, just waiting for me. So he knew I was gonna come back to get him. I want to keep it with me as long as I can.
Good to see the cat is safe, and San Jose firefighters sharing this video of a rescue happening on the Guadalupe River. 3 people and 12 dogs were rescued. And at one point this morning, 250,000 customers were without power in the Bay Area. That number is now down to 185,000, still a lot of people. The hardest hit areas are the North and South Bays, and outages caused school districts in both San Jose and Sonoma County to cancel classes today.